night before Thanksgiving for everyone here, but for me it takes on an extra special meaning. As of today, I've been sober for 200 days. 0 nights. I just gave it I was day drinking, I was night drinking, couldn't get the only job I could get was a school bus driver. I had to turn that one down because, didn't pay for all my drinking. But I've been looking around. It's great. I went and applied down at the HIV clinic. They said, "Why do you want to work here?" I said, "I don't know. Everybody just seems so positive." I applied down to the mirror factory. They're like, "You really want to work here?" I said, "The pay is lousy, but it's a career I can see myself in." No, anyway, and I actually got offered a job down at the department store down at the mall. They wanted me to work in women's shoes. I said, "Look, I told you I bra and panties, but I have to draw the line somewhere." But anyway, yeah, it's the holidays. I really don't like this time of year. It's all stressful, especially if you're married. If you're married, it just sucks because you go to his parents, you go to her parents. Somebody's always going to feel left out. That's why I really envy my married friends from Waco, same parents. Great. Waco's one of those towns, if a tornado ripped through it, it would do $100 million worth of improvements. Waco's where the anti-vaxxers hang out. Look, I don't want to get political. I'm not a scientist, but I do have 5 kids, all still alive. So here's my handy rule of thumb on the matter. Only vaccinate the kids you want to keep. Yeah, it's the stupidest rule. Did you guys see that religious billboard on 30th over here? It's got a big cross on it. Huge headline, "Is he in you?" I was like, they're letting Catholic priests advertise now, huh? It's awful. Yeah, it's, who came up with the idea of the rooftop bar? Who thought it was a good idea to mix alcohol and gravity? I was at a rooftop bar last week, a guy fell 20 stories. Authorities confirmed he was not a bouncer. Yeah. I'd love to go drinking with Jesus. Could you drink free all night? Another round of waters, please. I scratched something off my bucket list today. Bought a bucket. Now I got a mop list. It never ends. But anyway, yeah, I got a wife, 5 daughters, a mom, and 3 sisters. There's no man in America as steeped in estrogen as I am. Oh, okay, Bruce Jenner. But yeah. I want to know, who is the idiot who came up with I got 5 daughters. Who came up with the idea that father of the bride has to pay for a wedding? Think about it. That's the most misogynistic and archaic thing ever. And it needs to stop by January 20th at 1:30 p.m. Oh, it's horrible. I tried to prevent it. When my girls were little, I set them down and said, "Girls, I want you to watch this TV show, see if there's anything you can pick up. It's called Ellen." It didn't work. It didn't work at all. 5 daughters. Straight. Copay? No, straight. My wife tells me that I have a gambling problem. And I say, no, I just have a picking the wrong team's problem. Today is the 60th anniversary of the Kennedy assassination. I went to the 6th floor museum. I've never been there before. I went to it the other day. There's a sign on the door that says no firearms. It's like, well, now you put that up. And there's a bar in Dallas called the Kennedy Room. Still too soon to ask for shots. I saw this article online that said how to tell if somebody's a serial killer. And I thought, well, they've killed more than one person. Or if you yell, "Hey, OJ," and they look at you. I never had imaginary friends. So I realized all those people I killed must have been real. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's cool. Well, anyway, I got a neighbor. He's a midget, little guy. I don't know what the right term is. But he smokes a lot of weed. And I asked him, "Do you get high or medium?" How come every time I hear the term Black and Decker, I think of Chris Brown? There's a lot of talk about reparations. Again, don't know where you fall on either side. But I got one question. Are we deducting travel expenses? found a mermaid costume with an ass that big. They're just jokes, okay? Just jokes. Honestly, if slavery were legal, I would never, ever, 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 ever own a black man. I don't want a Mexican. I want somebody to get something done. God damn. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's great anyway. Sorry about that one. I will get back to the regular scheduled part of the show. Yeah, I was in Mexico actually a couple weeks ago. I spent 3 weeks in Mexico. The last day I was there, I discovered the absolute best place to go. The locals call it El Baño. So you guys ever give blood? That's a cool thing to do. They ask you a bunch of questions to try to weed you out. Like the first question they ask, have you ever had sex with a man? It's like, wait, who's been saying what? No. Second question, in the last 10 years you've traveled to France. I went, wait a minute. That's a trick question. I just answered that. Third question, have you ever received money or drugs for sex? And I was like, no, but I did receive a Catholic school education. And every year I get a Christmas card from Father O'Reilly. I've never been a porn guy, you know? It's so easy now. Kids have it so easy. They just turn on the internet. The only way we could see a naked body was like a half-scrambled HBO signal. You're like, ooh, there's a nipple. Oh, that's a guy's nipple. Oh, God, it's not his nipple. What we had to do is we had to go swipe a magazine and get a flashlight, go in our room and lock the door, get under the covers. And I remember one day my mom knocked on the door. She goes, Kevin, you're not in there looking at dirty magazines, are you? She goes, don't you know that objectifies women? I went, wait, there's naked women porn? Thanks a lot, Father O'Reilly. Yeah, it's crazy. I've never gotten into porn. Never have. For some reason, they keep editing out my scenes. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with this. I actually did recently have a job interview. Went down there. They told me they needed a blood sample, a stool sample, a urine sample, and a sperm sample. So I left in my underwear. I'm Mark Heavenly Father, guys. Thanks a lot.